Some of the worst things in my life never even happened. Something like that is what Mark Twain is famously supposed to have said. And along those lines, I thought today I will talk about worry. Hi, my name is Karma, and the letter is W, and the word, like I just mentioned, is worry. Now, to speak about this, we'll have to go back a few years ago. It was a summer vacation. It was one of the rare, can't even say one of the, it was the summer vacation where I didn't join my wife and my two girls. They went to Sikkim, to my wife's home, and I stayed back here in Bhutan. This particular incident was regarding my water filter. The water filter that we had at that point in time used to keep giving us trouble. Every time my wife would clean it, I don't know, once a week, once a fortnight, once a month, we would be watching if the filter was functioning again or not. Now, during this summer vacation, I did it myself. So I washed the water filter and I put it up and I filled it up with fresh boiled water, and by evening I was checking and there was no water dripping down. The next morning again I went and checked and there was still no water dripping down. I think like there's a Western saying which says that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So then I started to go down that rabbit hole of maybe I need to call somebody to fix it, or in a worst case scenario I might have to buy a new water filter. And there have been instances in my life where there were bigger problems or bigger fish to fry, as they say, and a thing like a water filter would not figure anywhere in my set of worries. But in that particular summer vacation, I didn't have anything to worry about, so the agenda became the water filter. So day 1 turned to day 2, and day 2 turned to day 3, and there was still no water dripping. And on the 4th morning, when I had made up my mind that okay, I need to call somebody, to at least a technician, to see if he could fix the water filter, lo and behold, the water had dripped down and the water filter was functioning. So the moral of the story of today's My Take is that I spent 3 days worrying about a water filter that was not even spoiled. And by the time they came back from their summer vacation, the water filter was worked as though it was a brand new water filter. So, just like how I started today's My Take by quoting Mark Twain, where he said that some of the worst things in my life never even happened. I have a true life incident that I just shared with you. And along the lines of worrying and whether it happens or not, I think Arya Shantideva Pabashiwala, in his famous book or composition called the Bodhi Charya Avatara in Junju, where he says that if a problem has a solution, then solve it. Don't worry. And if a problem has no solution, then worrying is not going to solve it. And I think while I share this video about how futile and pointless and a waste of time it is to worry, I think as humans, as fathers, as brothers, as mothers, sisters, life gives us many situations where we have to worry, or we are left with no choice but to worry. And I hope that at that point in time, you will remember what I shared in today's #MyTake. And if you have anything to add on, or if you don't agree with me, then please do not hesitate to comment. I make it a point to respond to all of the comments on Monday. I choose one comment in particular and then I make a video responding to that comment. That way this monologue of me talking to myself in public turns into a dialogue, and I really enjoy reading your comments. Like I was sharing with my wife, it seems like close to 95 to 98% of all my comments are positive. And I am not just saying it when I say that there is not much I can do with a positive comment. So if you have any critical comment then, or a comment wherein you share something that I'm doing wrong, then I can always improve on it, and I am very, very open to so-called negative feedback. With that, I'll catch you in the next one.